Hello, this is Palico Padge and welcome back to another episode of the Curious Expedition. That was said about right, with mods. Last episode, I ended up cutting the last full expedition into two after giving my little speech at the start saying how much of a heat wave I was going through, and I was going to try and get through it as quickly as possible. As it turned out, it panned out really long, so I ended up splitting it in two. By the by, the heat wave is still going. In fact, it's hotter today than it was yesterday when I recorded the other full episode. So we are going to take it with a little bit of a pinch of salt and just see how it goes. I'm going to get to around the half an hour mark, and then if I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near to finishing, I'm going to just cut it in half again. It just gives me a little bit of a break inside what can only be described as a hot box. I have sweaty balls. That's how bad it is right now. Sweaty balls. So anyway, now I've put that firm picture in your mind, we shall crack on. This time around, we could go to the sorrowful drylands, the golden jungle, the defiled desert, or the malicious jungle. Hang on. Where's my special place gone? Well, this game just is shafting me all over at the moment. We get shafted in the last expedition because we couldn't place all the flags without dying, which was rubbish. And now the special Tusky ivory place that we were coming, which I believe was this bottom one here, the malicious jungle, is not any good anymore. It's not the magnificent whatever it was called before. It was yesterday. I've got a baby. I can't remember stuff like this. I just know I had a special place I was supposed to be going to, and I can't anymore. Alright, well, I guess we'll just have to tally up which is the best one. So we've got 3 shrines there and a portal. We've got 4 shrines there and a cenote, which can be quite interesting. We've got 4 shrines there and a slave. There's a slave there. There's a slave there. There's lots of slaves everywhere. And we've got 2 portals. No, sorry, 1 portal, 2 shrines and 2 tombs. Well, you know what? We haven't done a desert yet. So I suppose we better do a desert. Let's do it. I don't know. I'm very bloody annoyed. Very annoyed indeed. You know what? No, we'll do the desert. Let's do it. After being too excited to sleep, I arrived at the harbour. The crud preparations left to do, so I took some pleasure in envisaging my name in the newspapers. Disappointed over my failure to claim all of the requested areas, the Empress of Maschinen-Mensch turned away. I doubt she would have paid me even if I had done exactly as she asked. For now I remain empty-handed. Well, you know how I feel on that. There's not a lot I could have done there. Good day to you. A scientist approached me this morning with a request. He told me about a mysterious box that was buried somewhere in the area we were travelling to. He promised to reward us generously if we brought it back to him. Well, we'll give it a whirl. You know, I'm all for trying stuff. Find the mysterious box. We have to buy our own shovel, though. That sucks. He nodded gratefully and wished us well. Before his departure, he warned us not to open the box. It was a close race for first place, and the enviable prize... Is that right? Enviable. Yeah, prize of the club statue. Word about this had spread in the city, and many people came to see our ship boarding. Who did I want to recruit? It just didn't look right. Enviable. Yeah, it is, yeah. So we can have Jean-Pierre Lafond for the artiste, or Rhodia Winters the cultist, or, as we've got a full trek, we'll just forget them all. I rejoiced as our vessel was ready to head for distant shores. Well, we better go buy some stuff. We're going to need some food, aren't we? Yes, food is needed. So, chocolate, I guess. We're going to need to buy 1 shovel, so that's 1 space taken up straight away. We don't have to worry about torches because we now have the pumpkin lantern. We shall go for all the chocolate in the world. And, I'm thinking bullets. I think bullets will be very, very handy. Water is fine. We've got the moonstones in case we need them next time around. Let's... See, I haven't got a lot of dynamite either. Let's take all the bullets. How much is that? Is that 1 dynamite? How much are bullets worth? 8. I think that is a better split. So the bullets are going to stack. The chocolate's its own stack. A shovel needed for the scientist's map because he couldn't even be bothered You see, it can't be that important, the box, if he can't even be bothered to give me a shovel. You know what I mean? Then we got the dynamite which will stack as well. The rest, I think we're okay. As I said, we've got the torches. The only thing we could struggle with is getting up hills or mountains. We can't climb mountains. Hills is what I meant. But there can't be too many of those because we're in a desert. So, hey-ho. Just in time, the ship was ready to put out to sea. I'm feeling a bit ranty today. I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum. Anyway, hey-ho. On to Expedition 5. And alas, it be a long one. I don't know if I prefer them long or wide. The thing about them being wide is it's very easy to split it down. With long, you sort of have to snake in between each tile. After too many salty days at sea, we arrived at our expedition area. We had arrived, and it was time to sally forth. We do need water. I made sure to bring some additional water rations from our vessel's stocks. Wise provision was key to a prosperous journey. However, if the society statue was to be mine, we needed to strike out in haste. Can I carry one more? Or is that us done? Do we have a portal? I don't think we have a portal, do we? Let's refill again. No, right, water's too much. That's fine. We'll just pop our cube in. All good. I insisted we secure the best possible tools for the quest that faced us. I think that's us. Done and dusted. Reach World 5. Boom. Achievement unlocked. We'll just forget about the other 100-odd episodes. we'll just... We'll call this our first time. We've popped our Expedition 5 cherry. Oh. It's a mission. Mate, I said slaver before, didn't I? Okay. We entered the mission and were welcomed by an old missionary. He was visibly relieved to see new faces, as they'd been out here for what seemed like an eternity. Well, we don't need to stop here. We can have a quick look to see what he's got. The priest returned with some of his supplies. Anything which stacks will be superb. Dynamite, I guess. How many of those can we get? One and a little bit. Is it worth a tooth? It's worth a tooth. That'll do. We reached an agreement with the missionary and let us skedaddle. We said our farewells and he wished us well. New discoveries awake. Awake? Await! See, it's looking a bit gappy over there. A crevasse, if you will. Not a cravat. A crevasse. And it looks like the region below us is all locked off, which is a good sign. We came across a stone circle that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Perhaps they formed a sort of map. Well, I guess we should see where we're going to be aiming for. So, let's do this. Oh, they're all down the bottom, of course. Oh, and one right next to us. That's all right. We could grab it and then leg it back to the mission and drop off whatever it is which we need to drop off. Do we upgrade somebody? Well, I'm all for upgrading the trader. Now he's going to be the one that dies first. Huzzah. Huzzah. You know the other thing we should be doing, really? Checking the map. We need to see what this thing is. Oh, look. You know what? I know where that is. I know where that is. Let us... Let's get that first. Oh, we got a strawberry. Oh, we found a ship. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. Grand stairs led up to an enormous doorway. The surface about the structure emitted considerable warmth. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. We quietly looked around the majestic hall. I held my breath as we discovered an ancient altar in its centre. Oh, God. Right, so we are going to take everything. I would not leave empty-handed. The treasure was ours for the taking. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to shake wildly. We fled as fast as we could as the shrine was swallowed before our very eyes and a volcano began to rise, spitting fire and oozing lava. Please don't be in the place where the map was pointing us to. Please, please, please. Well, we kind of got away with it. We are overburdened. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That's where we need to go. Right next to the volcano. Things are going to be set alight. Do we just wait it out? I mean, we could eat a strawberry. We could eat a strawberry. Gives us a 20% chance of dying horribly. You know what? Let's do it. We'll cancel it if things set on fire. I don't think it will, he says. It's sand. It doesn't set on fire. That's fine. And we got away with that. So let's dig. After digging for many hours, we indeed found an interesting artifact. Oh, don't open the box. All right, so that is good, except we're about to die. So what to do? Shall we eat the chocolate? Well, I'll tell you what, how many waters would we use up? 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's drop you. One slot overburdened. We will... I mean, how much is it to get back? It doesn't say, does it? 146? Is that right? If I drop the water, how much is it now? 42. That's fine. 20% chance? Through the fire. Through the fire. So hang on, that's 47. What about if we went that way? 50. For the sake of one of those, we might as well just eat another chocolate, I think. Hope we don't get set alight. We're fine. We're fine. It's quarters. What? Anxiety lay heavy upon us all that night. We discovered that Fikovi had been so nervous that he dropped an item during our last leg. You son of a bitch. Well, that's it. Screwed on another side quest. Tip top. I mean, we were fine. We had the sanity and everything. I don't understand what went wrong. Alright, well. Hey ho. Is anyone dying? Is anyone injured? No. The game is out to shaft us this time around. Oh. Eat 500 chocolate rations. I mean, I don't understand what happened there. I really don't. Our vessel was still offshore. Ugh. Right, so, storage. We're going to drop you guys off. We're going to sell the map. We've got plenty of space. No need to get rid of anything else. But we will rest. I instructed the trek to halt to recuperate. This was a good place, and I was sure we would get some well-deserved rest here. The scorching heat of midday turned into a bitterly cold night. I sat close to the campfire, shivering. The night was perfectly still, and I was alone with my thoughts. I decided that it was enough for today. Just get my stats up, damn it. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the fresh sea air of our boat. Nevertheless, I more and more felt that the captain wanted us to leave the ship. Yes, I can concur there. So to get to there, 84 or 77. If we want the ship, that is, we could just... You know what? We got time to... I say we got time to get to the ship. 71. Oh! Forgot to do something. Water. Thank you. Water. Good. How about now? 58. 53. Well, it's better than it was, that's for sure. We've got no food. 23. Let's go back to the mission. He might have some food. I didn't notice any food. We entered the mission and were greeted by an old missionary. What you got? Whiskey. How much does he want for that? A lot. How about all the teeth in the world? Not even close. Bugger. And a map? Does that sweeten the deal? No? Okay. So how many whiskies can I get for that? 1? No, sir. Not at all. No. No, 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 no. You... No, no. So, yeah, it's fair to say that bottom area is... Cancel! Around we go. It's fair to say that next region below us is dead. So that's good for us. We found a strawberry, tippity top. We found something of extraordinary interest before us laid a mysterious, almost completely destroyed shipwreck. As far as I could tell, it must have been some kind of pirate ship. The rotten planks looked like they could collapse at any moment. I tried to make out the name, but time had eaten away its identity. I spotted animal tracks. I had to keep moving or end as someone's dinner. This place surely retains some trinkets of worth. We spread out and searched the area. Loot it. Well, we'll take it. Food would have been better, but hey ho. Oh, a scorpion. Awesome. So to get to there is 31, to get to there is 40, but we do avoid the scorpion if we go that way. Or we just take the scorpion on. It's got a stinger. It's got a stinger. You know what? I'd rather go northwards first, and we'll just blast through it, I think. Simply because we're going to have to head in that direction anyway. Plus going into the cave means it will pull us over to the other side, which will save us a bit of time of going around, which is always good. We located a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to explore its secrets. Alright. We used our pumpkin lantern to illuminate our descent. We found a small cavern strewn with the debris of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The few mortal remains were long rotten. All the bones we had found had been cracked open, and it seemed sucked empty of marrow. It doesn't say where it's from. How do we know who to mock if we don't know where they've come from? Oh dear. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still held some valuable equipment. Food, please, food. What am I going to do with machetes except cut off my own arm to eat it? I mean, don't get me wrong. Shredded duck, awesome, but we've got no pancakes. I suppose we could use the map. You know, it's thin. Okay, it's paper, but that in itself is edible. I'm sure it'd make a decent pancake. I'm sure, what's his name? Fickovi knows of some strange herb or something we can put on shredded duck. I mean, okay, they were triplets. They're twins now, but that means we've got two of the same. We can afford to lose one. And let's face it, Dewey's already pickled. So, you know, he's good to go. It'd be tasty meat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I didn't take him, did I? Bugger. Too much of a rant, and I forgot to pick up the machetes. I can't even go back and get them. You know what? I don't want the machetes. Keep them. You have them. That's fine. That's fine. It's going to be one of those episodes. Decreased loyalty, of course. And we didn't buy any alcohol. Great. An ancient gate towered above us. A light swirling at its centre seemed to form some sort of portal. All right, let's do it. We mustered the courage and marched through the gate. A moment later, we walked out into alien landscape. And 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow! There's lots here. I don't think we're going to do very well. We're going to run out of sanity before we actually get to do anything. This is where we all die horribly, I think. Oh, and a shrine. So... yeah, we're done for. We're done for. Oh, we'll crack on. You never know. There might be some food here. A large building loomed in front of us. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. A circle of dried up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter. We found some sticks planted firm in the ground. Someone put ghastly human heads on their sharp end. Their mouths had been sewn shut as if to silence them. Now that's a new one. That's a new one. I've never come across that description before. Human heads, eh? I'm intrigued. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. We found a stone altar that was covered in ancient writings. God! Take it all. What a glorious day. The treasure was to be mine. There was a blinding flash and then all was quiet. Somebody, something, took them away. Well, at least I wouldn't have to deal with these pesky people here, right? What? I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. Something happened. Not sure what. We'll get rid of the rope. And this is where we go insane. So, I mean, that's a good call. If we just ignore the raptors. We could cut through. Let's do it. Let's see how far we get. Not very far at all. As I woke up, I noticed that Anupam Mehta was not moving anymore. Dewey was kneeling over the lifeless corpse, his hand still clinging onto the cold throat of the corpse. As I dragged him off the corpse, he kept muttering that he knew about the plot. For many hours thereafter, he kept repeating that he had sabotaged the plot against our trek. Alright, well. Yeah. I think we better upgrade Ficovey. No, we can't upgrade Ficovey. We'll just carry on. Who's going to go next? Oh, we found a strawberry. Is it worth... It's not even worth bothering with, is it? We might as well just carry on. We might find another strawberry before we go insane. I mean, that's it. Just kill off MVP. Why not? Why not? Oh, as I woke up, I noticed that Huey was not moving anymore. On top of the dead body, I found Dewey, his hands still clinging onto the cold throat of the corpse. As I dragged him off the corpse, he kept muttering that he knew about the plot. For many hours thereafter, he kept repeating that he had sabotaged the plot against our trek. You're a little paranoid, Dewey. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, crack on. Oh, it's a shrine. It's a shrine. I thought, in my naivety, it might have been somewhere we could rest up. But alas, no. We're going to die, so let's get to the shrine, eh? Oh, maybe not. Anxiety lay heavy upon us all that night. Dewey told us that he had been so nervous that he dropped something during our last leg. Alright, okay. Superb. I mean, 4 slots. I'm going to have to start dumping stuff, aren't I? Just to make our life a little bit easier. Although we've got a 0% chance of going nutty for a bit. Which is good, I think. So let's go up there. I think this is alright. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm not going to question it. Let's carry on. A shrine towered above us. It looked as old as time itself. I can make out an entrance on an upper platform. We would have to climb up the exterior walls in order to reach it. The structure showed some big cracks, but it seemed safe enough to explore. Oh, well, let's climb out safety. Hey ho. Oh, yeah, we did it. We had to explore this place. After a short motivational speech, we started to ascend the weather-torn wall. We were successful. Exhausted, but proud of our accomplishment, everyone reached the entrance. I was glad that I had gambled with it. Yes. We had found a sacred altar room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambience stood atop a plinth. Take it all. Take it all. I would not leave empty-handed. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. The moment we obtained the treasure, the earth began to rumble. We hurried outside as the shrine tumbled in our wake and huge mountains erupted from the ground. Oh, that's fine. That works for us. How much longer have we got? 3 days. You know what? We might as well just rest it out here. We might as well just rest it out here. There we go. My vision became blurry. I rubbed my eyes, and when I looked up again, I was back where I originally stepped into the terrible portal. I agree, we lost 2 people. And... well... yeah. We could... 80%. We're gonna go a little bit crazy, I feel here. Let's step in a little. We'll see which way the bird's travelling. It's a village. Thank God for that. Right, so let's... because they're okay with us at the moment. They are. Let's attack the giant bird. The 2 giant birds. Right. What to do? Got to think about this. We're going to throw in the dynamite and as many bullets as we can. So we want big hits. So planned explosion, or we go all out. Group damage of 4. I mean, it helps a little. It helps a little. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Let's do that. So we'll do that first. We're going to stun 1 dice on him. Ooh, let's max this guy out. So that's down to 6. He's going to bleed for 3, so we need 3 more on him. So he's going to die next time. 9. So, well, we'll just roll him, I guess, see what happens. That's probably the, because that's fatal blow. Probably best holding onto the shield. That's going to roll a sword anyway, so roll it. Roll it. Oh, come on. Right, so he's dead. He's only got 2 dice. See how we get on. Yeah, not too bad. So 7. Let's see what we get. That was rubbish. Let's throw in a couple. 4 on you, 3 to bleed. That'll do. Time to leave. We deprive the remains of anything useful, which is everything. Everything. Alright, we need to get there ASAP. I hope they're not too annoyed with us. Standing of 0. That's fine. That's fine. Oh dear. Oh dear. The hacking cough sounded terrible, so I had to spend time to make sure he survived this episode. Eventually his condition improved enough so that we could continue the journey, but we did lose time. Does that mean you're injured? Yeah, you're technically dead. You're technically dead. Let's heal everyone up, I guess. So you, and you. So nobody is minus health, which is great. And now we need to see if we can tempt anyone to come with us. We carefully approached a mysterious native village. These villagers looked like a clan of well-trained warriors. Today we reached the camp of a nomadic tribe. The air was filled with a delicious scent. The villagers kindly beckoned us over and offered some of their freshly cooked food. Thank God. I will happily take that. Thank you. The natives observed us with intrigue. They were polite and offered to help our cause. I recognised the language of the natives and soon was able to communicate. And here is where I'm going to leave this episode. I don't think, in all fairness, the next episode is going to be very long, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But we might be able to recruit a couple of people here and maybe scrape out a little bit more as long as we get some food and we get the means of being able to hold more. We should be okay. But there's a few things I could get rid of. Like we could get rid of the pumpkin lantern. We could get rid of the sextant. I probably will end up getting rid of those and keeping hold of the gold because I don't think I'm going to be doing too well on this one. But hey, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I shall sort it out for the next one. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.